Israeli fighter jets struck dozens of sites across the Gaza Strip early on Saturday as fighters fired about 30 rockets into Israel, in the heaviest exchange of fire in several weeks. The fighting followed a bloody day of border protests, in which Israeli forces shot and killed 5 Palestinians protesting along the perimeter fence dividing Hamas-ruled Gaza and Israel. The fighting and bloodshed complicated the mission of Egyptian mediators, who have intensified shuttle diplomacy to achieve calm and prevent a full-blown conflict between Hamas and Israel. The Israeli military said it had struck about 80 sites across Gaza by early Saturday morning, including a security headquarters building. Air raid sirens sounded throughout the night in southern Israel, with firing some 30 rockets. The military said. It said about 10 rockets were intercepted by its Iron Dome rocket defense system. 2 landed prematurely in Gaza and the rest fell in open areas. Israel's military chief, General Gadi Eisenkot, convened an emergency meeting of top security officials, the army added, without elaborating. There was no word on injuries as a result of the air attacks. Islamic Jihad, a smaller group, implicitly claimed responsibility for the rocket fire. It issued a statement saying that it normally exercises restraint, but it can no longer stand idle before the continued killing of innocents and bloodshed by the Israeli occupation. It was not immediately clear whether Islamic Jihad, which sometimes acts independently of Hamas, had coordinated the rocket fire with Hamas. But Israel holds Hamas, which seized control of Gaza in 2007, responsible for all fire emanating from the territory. The sides have fought 3 wars over the past decade, and Israel and Egypt have maintained a stifling blockade on the territory. The weekly protests along the Israeli border have been aimed in large part at breaking the blockade, which has devastated the Gaza economy. On Friday, thousands of Palestinians gathered at 5 locations along the boundary, burning tires and throwing stones and firebombs at Israeli troops who responded with tear gas and live fire.